Motion passes. Okay, the next item on legal. Oh, no, it's not. This is the recension.
Ordinance.
Public hearing on the recension.
Move approval?
Yes.
Second.
I need to read the title.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ordinance 1008G, an ordinance rescinding ordinance number 2009-689-L and providing an effective date.
Okay.
One card.
Do we have any cards? We do have a card on this.
Brian Pitts.
Do we have any presentation needed from the staff? Okay, we're good.
Thank you very much, Brian Pitts, St. Petersburg, 1119 Newton Avenue South. Brian Pitts, Just Jesus. On this, because I'm starting to see a chain of this, and you want to watch this. Local governments who are given wrong designations or who do not appropriately follow the comprehensive plans correctly when they send it up to DCA. This one didn't even go through the radar of DCA. As you see, Terry Verde, which of course he got money, took it up, it's in administrative law judge, it's not even in compliance. This is happening very frequently. The county just went through a couple of these not too long ago. This has to do with staff. Now I'm starting to see it here. I haven't been here, but now y'all got me here now. You better watch this. And you better watch that, because this is land. Two things, again, I'll say to you that's occurring now in local government, and it started here. Misdesignations or designations done inappropriately, not in compliance with law. This looks like, and I haven't looked at the rest of y'all of them, so I'll probably be back, where it's starting here. And it does have a lot to do with staff. Apparently staff gave it to you thinking it was correct, fine. Y'all went ahead and voted up at that time. Well, of course you see now what you're doing. You have to check your work more clearly. With land, you know how important it is to any owner. Please do not make a mistake with land, especially as the government in charge. You know, John can make a mistake. I myself, okay, freak accident. But they're not expecting you to make freak accidents like this. Men make mistakes, we understand that. But we're not expecting the kind of mistakes like this where now you're undoing work that you spent time on in the past and your own resources. So again, thank you very much. I caution you, I'm telling you again, you need to look at your work in the future. You know how frequently plans are always updated and amended. But when it starts something like this, where it's this decent, well, you kind of spilled milk. No. You actually have to rescind something that you thought was fine. And it was challenged, not by state government, this entity and two other persons. You need, slow down, and make sure you do it right next time. Thank you very much, that's all.
All right. Is there any more cards?
No more cards.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Mr. Nurse?
Just have a question for the legal folks. Is the plan here to just wait until we're finished with the lawsuits, et cetera, and then readdress this at the end? Or what do we do? Because we're sort of in limbo.
That's pretty much where we're at. We'll continue to apply the county's designation. If anything comes forward to occur on the property, our understanding, well, nobody has asked to develop anything out there, so there hasn't been a need to rush into anything. I don't think that there's a plan or a timetable at this point to readdress this at this time. We will at some point have to do something, but I'm not aware of any time frame to do anything now.
Thank you.
So the land use never changed?
Correct.
And the zoning. Okay. Mr. Newton.
It's announcements. I proof we're done.
Okay. Well, we have to do a motion and a roll call on this.
Approval.
We have a motion.
Second.
And a second. Roll call, please.
Nurse?
Yes.
Newton?
Yes.
Banner?
Yes.
Olson?
Yes.
Kennedy?
Yes.
Dudley?
Motion passes. Okay, that brings us to public forum, open forum.
I'm sorry.
Brian Pitts.
I'm just pushing away.
Hey, Brian Pitts, 1119 Newton Avenue South, St. Petersburg, Just Jesus. Well, you want to be careful on the decisions you make. Again, you're not supposed to be driven by media hype. You're not supposed to be driven by business. It's supposed to be a balance. You did several things out of this chamber this year. Obviously, it's a big deal. The Dolly, the panhandling issue, the homeless issue, the gay pride issue, the MPO, PCC merger issue, utility increase issue. Then, of course, not too long ago, the Sunshine. There was a stop on that. Well, if you go to the Attorney General's website, he tells you very clearly what's required for Sunshine Law. There are two entities, PSTA and PO, do it the way Councilman Cornell was asking. That's the only two. The other governments, you care least a bit about it. So there are two that do it. Matter of fact, PSTA is the best. Sunshine Law, when your staff get into it, you'll see. What you're questioning right now is actually already supposed to be required on issues that affect taxes, interests, or rights of the citizens. Wherever that is on the agenda. Some entities are slick about it and they try to jam things in their consent agenda that really is supposed to be on a public forum or a public issue to be spoken on in the agenda. So there's an open forum section, then there's stuff in the regular agenda that if it affects taxes, interests, or rights of the citizens or their public, they're actually supposed to be able to speak. But I understand. Those governments don't want long meetings, or like the other councilman has said, you may end up a hijacked meeting for hours. No, there is discretion. That's why you have 3 minutes, 2 minutes whatsoever. But again, you kind of shrugged away from that. That's what Pinellas County does. They only change one thing. They may open forum at the beginning of the meeting. But as for their regular agenda, they still don't let citizens come in. That's what happened with the MPO and PPC thing. That affects taxes. Most public made no input on this merger, and you're having problems on it. And things that people did have spoke on, like the Dolly, which definitely, I understand it's my opinion, it was not a good move. It was done so quickly, media hype and everything. You're not supposed to be swayed by that. You're supposed to be very careful and make your decision. Okay? You're being very hasty. Of course, I'll probably be back seeing what went down on those particular issues. The homeless. You did. Now you're doing after the fact what you should have did first. And remember, wasn't that building going to be used as a shelter before they made it the jail? Now we're back to the same building again? I guess everybody forgot about that. So now you made the ordinance to affect them. Though you're not enforcing it, doesn't matter. You should have did the place first, then the ordinance. So again, this is what I was trying to spill. No, you're the ones, the leadership. You're the one making decisions. You're the one supposed to be careful. So we as citizens sit back at home and says, we'll trust that they're going to do everything in the right order, very carefully, with consideration, looking at all sides of the table. Not media, not business. But the people first, then business, balancing that, and then, okay, we think we have a solution. If you ain't got the solution, don't do it. That's what has happened with the MPO-PPC thing. Just adding stuff and taking things out. Okay? I'm just saying, be careful. Slow down. Thank you much.
Thank you, Mr. Pitts.
No more speakers.
No more speakers?
No, sir.
All right, announcements.